Aces are high, deuces are low. Play your cards right and win the dough on Card Shark.
And now, here's your host, Ricky Lake.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. It should be a great night. Now let's get to the cards. Ladies, if you will.
And here's the cards coming up on the board automatically.
We are starting our match with these two Card Sharks.
And welcome to Card Sharks. This is season 4, episode 43 of Card Sharks. Glad to have you with us on the May 1st day edition of Card Sharks. We're finally in May already. How y'all feel about that?
I'm good.
Yay, May.
Yay, May is right. All right, we have our returning champion who has won a lot of money.
This month is going to be a doozy.
Yes, it is. He won a lot of money. He has won a total of $71,200. It's Steve Klebrowski. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
You feel like you can make it 3 games in a row, sir?
Well, 3 is one of my favorite numbers, and I certainly hope that third time will be a charm.
Good luck to you, sir. And our challenger, who has not been on the Skype call in a very long time, I know he's looking forward to playing Card Sharks finally, it's Rondane Hollar!
Woo!
The ladies' man.
Wait for the applause here. All right.
How you doing, Rondane?
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing, Rondane? What's good?
Hey, it's good to be back. I mean, it's been almost a month since I last been here. I mean, last time I've been here was like on Easter or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice to be back here with you guys. And this month, I have to say, it's going to be a doozy.
Oh, okay.
This game's going to be a doozy too, might I add.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully, this game won't be a doozy. Are you ready to do Card Sharks?
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Let's do Card Sharks. Now, I'll go over the new rules of this game since this is Rondane's first time joining us in a while. We're going to play the best 2 out of 3 game like we always do. And the first game is worth $1,000. The second game is worth $2,000. And the third game is worth $3,000. The player that wins $3,000 or win the best 2 out of 3 match will go in for the money cards for $144,000 in cash, okay? A lot of money. All right, Steve, you're the champion, so we'll start the questioning with you. Good luck to the both of you.
Luck, Rondane.
Thank you.
Steve, we asked 100 police officers in Southern California, have you ever gotten a ticket for speeding? How many police officers said that they have gotten a ticket for speeding?
Well, state of California has a lot of things that happens. I mean, there's lots of it that happens, and same thing in New York as well. But police officers, you said police officers themselves getting a ticket?
Yes.
I don't know about that. I mean, usually they hand them out to the people at speed. I don't think that's going to be that much. I'm going to say 36.
Going 36. All right. Rondane, is that number higher or lower than 36?
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's a tad bit higher.
A tad higher, okay. If it is higher, Rondane, you'll get to play your cards. And if it is lower, or 36, Steve will play his cards. And anybody that hits the number right on the nose will get $1,000 right then and there from my pocket, okay?
All right.
Okay, the actual number of police officers that have gotten a ticket for speeding is 71. It is high. Yes, sir. Good job, Rondane.
All right.
All right, Rondane, you see the screen okay, right?
Yes, I do.
You have a 6 showing. Do you want to change the card or do you want to keep it?
I want to change that card.
Okay, when you win the question, you can change the card. The 6 becomes a 4 better.
All right, don't try higher.
Higher than the 4. No, a 3. Sorry about that, Rondane. Well, Steve, free chance to you. You have a jack showing.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. Okay, those cards are mean early. We'll just act like that didn't happen. Nobody noticed it. All right, Rondane, your question. We asked 100 married men in a California studio audience, honestly now, is your wife smarter than you? How many men in the studio audience that say yes, their wife is smarter than them?
I think according to the studio audience, I would say, well, you know what? A man loves their wife, treats them right, treats that wife like a queen. I will say about 60 of them.
Going 60, okay. Steve, is that number higher or lower than 60, sir?
I'm gonna say that that's gonna be a little bit. Forgive me, all you men out there. I'm gonna say higher.
You're gonna go higher, okay. Let's check it out. The actual number of men that said that their wife is smarter than them is 36. Is not higher, is lower. So Rondane, you get it. Okay, right. Rondane, you still have that 4 showing. What do you want to do with that?
Change that 4, please.
Okay, the 4 becomes an 8.
Yes, lower.
Lower than an 8. A double! I'm sorry about that, Rondane.
Against all odds.
Against all odds. That was mean. Well, Steve, free chance to you. You have to play off the jack.
Wow, that's terrible. Lower.
Lower than jack. It's a 7.
I'm gonna freeze right there.
Freezer on the 7. Sorry about that, Rondane. All right. Next question goes to you, Steve. Steve, we surveyed 100 fashion models, but this time they were all men. And we asked them, did you put cream on your face before going to sleep last night? Right. How many male models said that they put cream on their face before they went to sleep last night?
Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know who came up with this question, but, ow.
Alexo, are you out there, Alexo?
Yes.
What do you think about this question?
Oh, God.
Right.
I'm going to say 25.
Oh, he wants to get this question out of here. 25. All right, Rondane, is that number higher or lower than 25, sir?
You know what? Society is changing, man. I'm going a little higher than that.
A little higher than that. Okay, let's see. The actual number of male models that said they did put cream in their face last night is only 20. Is not higher, is a little lower. So Steve,
Wow.
good job.
Wow.
Good guess, Steve. You have that 7 showing. What do you think?
Change that card, please.
The 7 becomes an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. A 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. A queen.
Lower.
For the first game of $1,000, lower than the queen. Nicely done, Steve.
Right.
That brings you to $72,200, Steve. Nicely done. And we're going into our second game. And this game now is worth $2,000. And we're going to start off with you, Rondane.
Okay.
Rondane, we asked 100 people who own a dog. Do you plan to leave your dog something in your will? How many dog owners say yes, they're planning to leave something in their will for their dog?
No, there's a lot of people who are dog owners, but I would say about 41.
Going 41. Okay, all right, Steve. Is that number higher or lower than 41?
41 is a pretty good number, but I think it's going to be just a little bit higher.
A little higher, okay. Let's check it out. The actual number of dog owners that said they plan to leave their dog something in their will is 24. It's not higher, it's low, so Rondane gets it.
Wow.
Okay, Rondane, you have a 7 showing, sir.
Change the card, please.
The 7 becomes a jack. Good change.
All right, lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 10.
I'll try lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's an 8.
I'm gonna free.
Freezing, you're only 1 card away from winning the second game and $2,000. And here's your question, Steve. Steve, we asked 100 congressmen in Washington, D.C., have you ever gotten sore fingers from shaking hands during a political campaign? How many congressmen said they have gotten sore fingers from shaking hands in a political campaign?
Well, I don't know about that. I know they do a lot. I'm not that much of a political person myself, but I do pay attention to it a little bit, and I know they do a lot of handshaking, so I think that will be somewhere around, I don't know about sore fingers, but, well, I'm going to try a guess of 52.
Going 52. Okay, Rondane, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 52, sir?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Yes, sir. We asked 100 congressmen in Washington, D.C., have you... All right, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. My camera started buffering on me, so we're going to go ahead and continue at this point. Now, Steve said the answer was 52 for congressmen that got sore fingers from shaking hands during a political campaign. And I know Rondane said his answer, but for the record, we'll read this question again. We asked 100 congressmen in Washington, D.C., have you ever gotten sore fingers from shaking hands during a political campaign? How many congressmen said they have? And your answer is, Rondane?
Lower.
Lower, okay. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of congressmen in Washington, D.C. that have gotten sore fingers from shaking hands during a political campaign is 49. It is lower. Nicely done, Rondane.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You was only off by 3, Steve. Good job.
Well, try.
All right, Rondane, you have that 8 showing, sir.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to change that 8, please.
Okay. The 8 becomes a 5. Call it right and you'll win game 2 and $2,000.
Okay, I'm crossing my fingers now. Higher.
For game 2 and $2,000, higher than the 5. Nicely done, Rondane. Good job.
Yes.
Nice. Nice job.
So that's $2,000 for you, Rondane. Now we're going to do our 3-card, 3-question showdown to see who's going on to the money cards for $144,000. And this question goes to Rondane, I believe, and I'm right. It is Rondane.
Yep.
Okay, your question. We asked 100 bachelors, are you wearing the same underwear today that you were wearing yesterday? How many bachelors admitted they were wearing the same underwear today as they were yesterday, Rondane?
I know a lot of guys out there who do that.
Underwear question. Uh-oh.
And I will admit, I will admit I've done that a time or two. And I will say about half of them, 50.
You going with 50, okay. Steve, what do you think? What do you think? Higher or lower than 50, sir?
Oh, these questions.
Yeah,
What is this, Family Feud all of a sudden?
sort of.
Almost.
It's treasure hunt.
We'll play, Ronnie. We'll play. Okay. I'm gonna say lower.
Lower than 50. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of bachelors that said that they wore the same underwear today that they wore yesterday is 14. Only 14. Good job, Steve.
Wow.
And I'm actually one of them.
Really?
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. Steve, a jack. What do you want to do with that?
I'm gonna keep the card and go lower.
He's not changing it. Lower than a jack. It's a double. I'm sorry, Steve.
No.
All right, free chance to you, Rondane. The 10 is up there.
Okay. I'm going to take a chance and I'll go lower.
Lower than a 10. It's another double.
Wow.
Man, these doubles. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, shit.
Double.
Yep. All right, well, this question is to you, Steve. Steve, we asked 100 millionaires, have you ever seen $1 million in cash? How many millionaires said they have seen $1 million in cash?
I
$1 million
don't
bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it would be that much, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm gonna try a guess of 42.
Going 42, okay? All right, Rondane, higher or lower than 42, sir?
I would say just a snitch higher.
A snitch higher, okay. Let's check it out. The actual number of millionaires that said that they have seen $1 million in cash is 38. It is not higher, it's a little lower. Good guess, Steve, with that 42. All right, Steve, you have that jack showing. What do you want to do with that jack?
Keep it lower.
Okay, he's not changing it. Lower than a jack. It's a 10.
Oh, I'm gonna try it lower.
All right, if it is lower than 10, another $3,000, your winnings will go up to $75,200, and you're going to the money cards for a third time. Lower than a 10. Good job, Stevie. You're the champion once again.
Yes. Good game, Rondane.
Nicely played, Steve.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you in a minute, Steve. Well, Rondane, you did not do too bad. You got $2,000 in cash, and our congratulations, Rondane.
Yeah, this is a good game. Thank you.
All right. Well, this is what I'm talking about, Steve. That's your third win?
Third time was the charm.
Yeah. Do that 2 more times, and you'll be in the tournament, sir.
I hope so.
Yep. This will be your first time being in the tournament, too.
Just do the best I can. That's all I hope I can do.
Yeah. Here we go.
Win means the tournament champions time.
Yep, and a $25,000 bonus to go along with that.
But the run continues.
Here we go. Bring that up here. Let me get the screen share again.
One point.
Okay. All right, and let's bring out the money cards.
I can't wait to see what you do with these money cards. Let's get to it.
And Steve, you know the rules of the money cards. Must I explain the rules?
Explain it to the first time viewers.
Yeah, because this is your first time, Rondane. What Steve is going to do, we're going to start Steve. You know how we started on the board game with $200? Well, we raised the values up a little bit. We'll start Steve off with $1,000 of the betting money. And as y'all know, he's going to work his way across those 3 cards, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower than the ones before it. Then after he cleared the first row, we're going to move him up to the second row, in which we give him $1,000 in new betting money. And he's going to do the same thing on the second row, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower than the ones before it. Now, $50 is the minimum bet, and you must bid in $50 increments until you get to the big bet, in which you must bid at least half of your money. Now, if you get a card that is kind of bad or is bad, you have those 3 help cards on the side of the board to help you out, and they sometimes can get you out of trouble if you use them, okay? Are you ready to go, Steve?
Basically the same as the original, except the amounts are higher.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
If you're ready to go, Steve, give me a number between 1 and 52, and we'll start this party.
Good luck, Steve.
Thank you, Rondane. Let's see how 3 works out.
3, okay. And once the cards automatically come on the board, we'll give you the $1,000.
Ding.
There it is. And for $1,000, your opening card is a 10.
Change that with number 2, please.
He's going to change the 10 with number 2. His only change in this row. Let's make it a good one. The 10 becomes a 4. Good change.
All right, I'll bet it all higher.
Okay.
Ooh.
Everything higher than a 4 is a queen. $2,000 in the queen, Steve.
All of it lower.
Everything lower than a queen is a 10. You have $4,000 in a 10.
All of it lower.
He's going for it.
Ooh.
Everything lower than a 10. Oh, but that's okay.
Oh,
You're on a new level,
I
Steve.
get my money back.
Yeah, we give you your $1,000 back, and you're on a new row. You can still make a lot of money here. You have the queen.
Listen, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go $500 lower.
Okay, $500. He's not changing it. $500 lower than the queen. It's an 8. $1,500 in an 8.
Change
7
that
plus
with number,
1.
Change it with number 3, please.
He's changing it. The 8 becomes
There's no double.
an 8. ACE.
Thank you. All of it lower.
Everything lower than an ace. It's a 4. You have $3,000 in a 4, Steve.
2,000 higher. 2,000 higher.
The audience is rooting you on.
Yeah. I'm going to go $2,500 higher.
All right, $2,500 higher than a 4. It's a jack. Good job. You have $5,500, Steve. Now, the question is, do you want to keep that jack, sir?
That is a good question. Well, Jack is an okay card. Well, I mean, there is a possibility that Queen, King, or Ace, so I may regret this, but I'm going to change it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, this is your final change. Let's make it a good one. The jack becomes a 9. Now, Steve, you must bid at least $2,750 on this play of the cards. You can bid more. What's your big bet?
Yep. That decision, unfortunately, cost me. But, well, I'm going to go $5,000 lower.
Okay.
Oh.
A big bet on middle card. I hope it pays off. If you're right, $10,500 and your winnings will be up to $85,700. Lower than a 9. Nicely done. Great recovery, Steve. Good job.
I'll take it.
$10,500. We add your previous winnings of $75,200. That gives you a total of $85,700. And we're going to take a break, guys. When we come back, we'll do another episode of Card Sharks. Don't go away.